Today I'm going to narrate a short story on the topic The One Who Stayed. Emma never answered Doji's calls right away. I am busy, she would say, even if she was just lying on her bed, absently painting her nails or watching an old K-drama she knew by heart. Doji never minded. He waited. Every day after class, he would be outside her dorm with her favorite iced coffee, vanilla oat milk, extra ice. The condensation would beat on the cup and rain down like slow tears, but Doji would still be smiling when she came out. "You don't have to do this every day," she told him once, barely glancing up from her phone. He shrugged as if it was the simplest thing in the world. "I like to." Then came Tenzin, older, confident. He wore mystery like a tailored coat. He didn't wait for her. He didn't bring coffee if she didn't reply right away. He would disappear for days and somehow that made her want his attention. "Doji is sweet," she told her friends once, twisting her lips into a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. But Tenzin, he's different. He's exciting. And just like that, Doji faded. No confrontation, no tears. Just a boy who stopped waiting and a girl who didn't notice until much later. At first, Tenzin felt like electricity, but over time, the spark burned instead of warmed. He missed birthdays, ignored messages, made her feel like she talked too much just by speaking. Still, she stayed, trying to be someone worth staying for. One rainy evening, after Tenzin ghosted her again, Pema found herself outside Doji's old apartment. The lights were off. She didn't knock. She just sat on the steps, phone in her hand, heart in her throat. And for the first time, she saw. She had once been the center of someone's world, and she would trade it. That for someone who barely looked her in the eyes. The apartment was small, quiet, too quiet. Tenzin had left long ago when her grades fell, when her father got sick, when love became something inconvenient. Now, on a grey Sunday, Pema scrolled through her phone. There he was, Doji. A photo of him in his graduation robe, beaming. A post about a new job abroad. Tokyo, maybe, or Seoul. Then, a wedding photo. Doji in a crisp go, holding hands with a woman in a lavender kira, both of them laughing like they would never known heartbreak. Emma's chest tightened. Her fingers hovered over the keyboard. "Hey, I'm happy for you. I miss you sometimes." She started, then deleted it. His last message still lingered, unopened but unforgettable. "I hope someone loves you one day the way I loved you. And I hope by then you understand what that means." Some hearts don't break loud, they quietly fall in on themselves until the silence becomes unbearable. The person you overlooked might be the memory that never stops whispering. And sometimes the cruelest part of growing up in realizing who truly loved you after they have stopped waiting. Emma closes her laptop. The screen fades to black. In the reflection, she catches a glimpse of her own eyes, older now, softer, sadder, still searching for the kind of love she once had and let go. If you like this story, please like, share, comment and subscribe. Until then, thanks for watching. Thank you.